My great-grandfather, William Warren Landrum, was a Baptist preacher, like his daddy before him. My family has the pulpit chairs from the Civil War era First Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, where he served. When he accepted a call to the Broadway Baptist Church in Louisville, the old chairs that didn't fit their new building were given to him and handed down from generation to generation. His Atlanta church continued to change. Charles Stanley broadcasts from the recent rendition. Dr. Landrum married the only child of Colonel William S.H. Baylor of Stanton, Virginia. In 1862, when she was 3, he was shot down at the Second Battle of Manassas, leading the Stonewall Jackson Brigade, and to honor her father, they named their son Baylor. My grandfather lost the third leg of the Triple Crown of Baptist preachers. He became a stockbroker through the Great Depression. He also became a Presbyterian. The theological reasons he gave for transferring denominations were he loved to dance, sip his Kentucky whiskey, and play cards to gamble with his own money instead of everyone else's. While my mama was raised Methodist, I was raised Presbyterian because my parents chose the denomination in Louisville that had been the childhood church of my daddy in Lexington. I'm not named Baylor Landrum III because I wasn't their eldest son. Instead, I received the last names of my mother's family as my first and middle name. I remain Presbyterian by birth and by choice, but my beliefs and commitments have transformed over the years of God's call in my life. I reminisce about all that to have a record for my son, even though I know he currently cares about it as little as you do. Where you come in is an invitation to reminisce about how your past has influenced your present. What is the faith of our fathers and mothers for you? Are you a first-generation believer in what you believe? Who influenced you? In what ways is your faith stuck where it was when you were a child? In what ways has your faith grown and changed? How have you been transformed so that you are not now where you were then? What harm caused you to leave a church? What drew you to another denomination or another faith? Are you becoming more spiritual than religious? Are you actively involved in the mission and ministry of a faith community, or do you infrequently observe from a distance? Where are you being invited to go and grow through today's circumstances? After listing the actions of many ancestors of the faith into which he or she had been adopted, the writer of the book of Hebrews says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely, and let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, who for the sake of the joy that was set before him endured the cross, disregarding its shame, and has taken his seat at the right hand of the throne of God."